Wizard of Oz. Once there was a little girl named Dorothy. She lived with her Aunt Emmy and Uncle Harry. She had a dog called Toto. One day, when Dorothy was playing with Toto, suddenly a strong, fierce wind started blowing. It blew her far away from her home. Dorothy landed in a strange land where she met the Good Witch of the North. She said that Dorothy's house was destroyed by the wicked witch of the East. She asked Dorothy to follow the yellow brick road and go to the Emerald City. There lived the Wizard of Oz, who could help Dorothy return back home. Dorothy began her journey. Soon she met a scarecrow who was sad because he had no brain. His head was full of straws. Dorothy asked him to come along and meet the wizard who could give him a brain. The yellow brick road took them through the forest. In the forest, they met the Tin Man. Tin Man was crying in pain. He told Dorothy that he had not been oiled for a long time. Dorothy oiled the Tin Man and relieved his pain. Tin Man wanted a heart, so he too joined the group on their journey. A little ahead, they were attacked by a lion. Dorothy gave the lion a tight slap. The lion was sorry and said, I was looking for some courage, hoping that the wizard could give me courage. The lion also joined them. Soon they arrived at a place where everything was green. They understood that it was the Emerald City. The little man greeted them and led them to the palace. Everyone was very excited to meet the wizard. The Wizard of Oz gave everybody what they wanted. He also sent Dorothy safely back home. The Four Brahmin Friends. This is a story of four Brahmin friends named Jeevan, Vaish, Gyan, and Budh. All four were students of a sage who lived in the forest. The sage was a very simple but a very learned man. The Brahmins used to respect their teacher and listen carefully to what their teacher says. One day, the sage said to his students that, My children's skills alone will not take you anywhere. You need to learn how to use them wisely. Jeevan, Vaish, and Gyan learned many skills like Vaish could heal the wound without touching it. Gyan could mend a broken pot. And Jeevan could attach the fallen leaf back to the tree again. But Budh was the slowest one among them. He could not do any of these things. The three friends would always make fun of him, but Budh never complained. And they said, Oh, see this silly boy. He doesn't have any kind of common sense. Later, Budh went to his Guruji and asked, Guruji, what do you mean by common sense? Guruji replied, Common sense is when you think before you act. One day, they decided to go out of the village to learn more things. They packed their food, clothes, and other things needed. they went to their Guruji to take his blessings. Their Guruji said, "My children, always remember one thing, that a wise man thinks before he acts." Everybody replied, "Yes, Guruji, we will remember." And they went on their journey. After walking a mile, they were tired, so they sat under a tree. Then Bud saw a skeleton of a lion. They said, "Let's test our abilities over here." Then Bud replied, "My dear friends, you should think once before doing this." They said, "You shut up, boy. You don't know anything, so you don't want us to do that." Buddha replied, "No, my dear friend, I doesn't mean that." "Okay, first let me climb on the tree and then you do whatever you want to do." Then Buddha climbed on the tree and Gyan started chanting some mantras and arranged the skeleton of a lion sequentially. Then Gyan said, "Can anyone do like me? I am so capable." Then Vaish said, "Only I can put skin, hair, nails, teeth, eyes to this lion." Then Vaish started chanting some mantras and put skin, hairs, nose, eyes to the lion and said, "I am so capable. Can anyone do like me?" Then Jeevan said, "Only I can put life in this." Buddha told Jeevan from the tree that, "My friend, think once before doing this." Then Jeevan said, "Shut up. I don't need your advice." Then Jeevan started chanting some mantras. Suddenly, the lion came back to life. And the lion ate up all the 3 Brahman friends. Then Buddha thought to himself, "Yes, Guruji was saying right, that a wise man thinks before he acts." So, the moral of the story is, you should always think before you act. Crow and the Peacock. Once there was a crow who wished to be colorful and beautiful like other birds. Then he went to the parrot and shared his thoughts. But the parrot said, "Peacock is the most beautiful bird, so talk to him." Then the crow went to the peacock and told him about his looks. Then the peacock replied, "You are the luckiest birds that has been never caged in life. And we, because of our beauty, we stay caged. And you are always free to go anywhere you want." After listening to this, the crow realized his mistake and thanked God for making him like this, and he flew away happily in the sky. So, the moral of the story is, never compare yourself to others. Be happy with what you have and what you are. The camel and the baby. One day, a camel and her baby were chatting. The baby asked, "Mother, why do we have humps?" The mother replied, "Our humps are for storing water so that we can survive in the desert." "Oh," said the child. "And why do we have rounded feet, mother?" "Because they are meant to help us move around the sand." "All right, but why our eyelashes are so long?" Mother said, "To protect our eyes from the desert dust and sand. They are the protective covers for our eyes." The baby camel thought for a while and said, "So we have humps to store water for desert journeys, and rounded hooves to keep us comfortable when we walk in the desert sand, and long eyelashes to protect us from sand dust during a desert storm. Then what are we doing in the zoo?" The mother was dumbfounded. So, the moral of the story is your strength, skills, and knowledge are useless if you are not in right place. If you like my video, please like, share, and subscribe. And don't forget to hit the bell icon.